is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's go clicking.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
I mean, the word insufferable comes to mind. And we don't throw that around lightly around here on the Chrissy Swan Show.
We don't. It's our favourite word and it is reserved for real heads.
Jennifer Lopez has just suddenly out of the blue become insufferable. How?
No, she's been insufferable for like 2 or 3 years.
Oh, see, that's suddenly out of the blue for me.
Okay,
that's an old
fair.
woman speaking.
Do you know when it was for me?
When was it?
The moment she's launched a newsletter, an online newsletter called On the 6 or something like that.
Right.
It's like no one needs your newsletter, mate.
For me, it was hearing her talk about herself in the third person and just really trying to bang home to us that she hadn't changed from Jenny on the Block. When Jenny on the Block came out, that was cool because she'd only been Jenny from the Block 5 years earlier. Your life has changed.
Correct.
It's okay.
It's like Kim Kardashian trying to act as if she's still the sex tape girl.
Yeah,
she's not.
She's not.
So
it's time to move on.
Evolve, J-Lo.
Speaking of moving on, apparently Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez have moved on from each other.
He's realised.
Oh, maybe she's realised. Maybe they both have realised.
No, I love Ben Affleck. He's a dude. He's cool.
I think he would be very difficult to live with.
I think she would be too. It'd actually just be fresh hell, that
Good
house.
on them for even trying
Yeah.
with each other. No, the reason that the rumours have started is because they haven't been seen in public for something like 50 days.
Right.
Which is a long time for those two because they like a strategically placed trip to Dunkin' Donuts.
Correct, with a pap waiting out the front.
Exactly. And also she has liked, one of those. In fact, what does your Instagram give you? My Instagram gives me lots of, here's one you might like, and it's all about walking and self-actualization and stuff.
Mine are all just Bravo and Housewives memes.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I love that. It really tells you all you need to know about the person. Well, J-Lo has liked something on her feed where it says you cannot build a healthy relationship with someone who, and then you swipe across
through,
and it's like, drinks too much, smokes in the car park, goes to Dunkin' Donuts more than three times a week.
Mates with his ex-wife.
Exactly. Anyway, there you go. Apparently that is love on the rocks. Ain't no big surprise. Oprah has apologised for contributing to toxic diet culture. She says she set a standard for people watching that I nor anybody else could uphold. There's something nice about reading that.
Yeah.
I love it when people change their mind and come around to a modern way of thinking. She went on to slam, do you remember Oprah's wagon of fat, or is it only in my personal trauma?
No, what's that?
Oh my God. So she disappeared. Most of her shows were all about like starving yourself, and she looked different every few episodes, right?
And would she endorse that sort of stuff?
Oh, yeah, she was mad for it. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, absolutely. Because at the time, we didn't know.
Yeah.
We didn't know. We were,
There was no Ozempic back then.
No, everyone was doing it. It was awful. It
Yeah.
was so bad. Anyway, she disappeared for the Christmas break or whenever their break is, and she came back skeletal, like you've never seen. Giant lollipop head, tiny little body. Like, I don't know about kilos, but she was a half the size she was before the holidays.
How?
And who knows? And I mean, no, the same way everyone did, starving themselves
Right.
and treating themselves like
Terribly.
Anyway, she arrives on set and all the women with their massive
Yeah, of
90s hair are
course.
losing their minds screaming, and she's coming out like a little gargoyle, and then behind her she's pulling a toy wagon with piles of fat on it to show, to
How much
illustrate how many
she'd
kilos
lost.
she'd lost in the
That's
break.
wild.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
And this,
Chrissy's Clickbait.
everyone's still talking about Fiona Harvey, the real-life alleged stalker that was featured in the semi-autobiographical Netflix show Baby Reindeer.
Martha in the show.
Tom, our dear friend,
Yeah.
said to me today, I just watched Baby Reindeer from go to O in one sitting. It's a bit beep.
That's the way to do it.
It all is a bit beep, he said. The whole thing.
Yeah.
Love a binge.
Yeah. It is a very spooky show. Watch it this weekend if you want to. But Fiona Harvey, isn't she loving all the adulation and attention?
Yeah, after that Piers Morgan interview, everybody now wants to get their hands on her.
Exactly. And can I tell you, there is no truer indicator that she is batshit crazy than enjoying everybody knowing who she is, that she is responsible for this terrible behaviour.
Do you think she knows that we don't believe her? Like, you know how on that Piers interview she tried to completely play down any stalker vibe, any email sort of chain. Do you think she knows that none of us believe her?
I don't think she cares.
Okay.
I think her perception is reality.
Right.
And she thinks she did nothing wrong. But can you imagine if that was you? Like if you were that awful character on a TV show that everyone's watching, wouldn't you just not put your head out the parapet? You wouldn't be parading yourself around.
I would run and hide.
Exactly. Well, not her. She actually agreed to do a nightclub appearance, which is the biggest piece of fresh hell that any new, fresh celebrity can endure.
Yeah.
So, do you even know what nightclub appearances are?
Yeah. All the maths contestants do them. Obviously, on Big Brother, you guys all did it.
They did. I didn't do any.
Didn't you ever do one?
No. Well, I did one because Reggie was nervous to do it on her own.
That's nice of you.
And I said, all right, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But then it wouldn't matter how well I was looking after anybody. I couldn't do it again. It was horrendous.
Yeah, it'd be pretty grim.
Oh, you felt like it felt like the old days of like sideshows.
Right.
You know, like bring out the bearded lady, bring out. It was everyone's just staring at you and drunk. And I just thought, who would do this for a $500 drink card?
Yeah.
I tell you who would. Fiona Harvey, except it was cancelled. The organisers of the appearance were forced to cancel the meet and greet because they say that it's not really her.
Do you think that they were just taking the PISS, though?
I think so, yeah.
Because, I mean, it's one great way to get people into your club because I, for one, would love to see her IRL.
I would go. I would
Same.
absolutely go. Gypsy Rose, let's do a little update on her. I've got 2 pieces of nuggets for her. She was off social media. Now she's back on social media. That's another TV show you should search up. Mommy Dearest and Dead, or Mummy Dead and Dearest.
Yes.
That's what it is. It is an absolute ripper. So Gypsy Rose Blanchard served her term, got out, got married, got divorced, whatever. Also had a nose job, and she opened up on what that's like.
This is gross. This is TMI. The boogers are insane.
The
These are huge. And I can't even blow my nose. I have to use Q-tips and like go in there and like so I can get all that stuff out. It's super gross.
That is TMI.
She's unhinged, man.
In future, when you hear a sentence that starts with "this is probably TMI," leave the room.
Correct.
Because it is always TMI. Also, she gave us a little insight into how you make your own makeup in prison.
Ooh.
When I was in county jail, I knew that I had like court appearances coming up, so I wanted to look presentable. So I had to actually like make my own makeup. I took toothpaste and broke a pen apart, like an ink pen, and mixed it together to make mascara.
Looks like someone needs a Priceline Pharmacy voucher sent to them. Sent to them. Stat, have a beautiful weekend. We've loved your company this week. We'll see you Monday.
Bye.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.